I'd like you to take a second and think about some of the people in your life. Your friends, your co-workers, the people you text, the people you see every day. Now ask yourself something simple. How many of them are there because you chose them? And how many are there because you just ended up in the same place? School, work, your city, your gym. It seems most relationships don't start with alignment, they start with proximity. You sit next to someone long enough and you talk. You see someone frequently enough and you become familiar. You both happen to like, I don't know, classic rock, so you shoot the shit. And over time, familiarity starts to feel like connection. But the thing is, familiarity and alignment are mutually exclusive. Just because someone is around you doesn't mean that they're with you. You can spend hours with someone, laugh with someone, even trust them with all your heart, and still be completely alone in the parts of your life that matter the most to you. Because real alignment isn't built on shared environment, it's built on shared direction. And most people are not going to be going in the same direction as you. Think about it. If you were to change your job tomorrow, or move to another city, or completely shift your focus, how many of your current relationships do you think would survive? Not out of deliberate effort, but out of genuine pull. Because I think that the truth is, a lot of the people in our lives are there because they were just around and it was easy. Not because they were the right fit for us, which is why adult friendships tend to be so much more temperamental. And that's not a criticism, I think it's just how life works. You don't choose your classmates, you don't choose your co-workers, you don't choose who happens to be around you at a given time, but you do choose what you pursue. And the moment your path becomes specific, I think your world starts to narrow. And I've started to notice something recently, because I'm attempting to do something that's on a slightly different path from all of the people in my life, and I don't really have anyone around me to talk to about it. Not properly, at least. And it's not because people don't care. It's not because they're incapable. It's just that they haven't lived it. It's a bit like trying to explain a knee injury to someone who's never had one. I mean, they understand that it hurts, theoretically, and they'll even ask you, how's the knee? They mean well, but they don't know what it feels like. What it feels like to wake up every morning and test it, to hesitate before putting too much weight on it, to wonder if it's actually healing or if you're just hoping it is. And because they haven't lived it, they wouldn't even know what questions to ask. So the gap isn't created because they don't care, it's created by a lack of shared experience. And when you start making more specific choices, you don't just change your trajectory, you change your compatibility with the people around you. And sometimes, without anything dramatic happening, in fact, often without anything dramatic happening, there are no fights, there's no massive fallout, you just quietly outgrow the environments that once made sense. Not because you're better, not because they're worse, not because you improved and they receded, but y'all are just solving different problems. And different problems require different conversations. So you just kind of, end up in this strange position where you're surrounded by people, but kind of disconnected in the one place you actually need connection the most. And the instinct initially is to fix this, to explain more, to reach harder, to try and force alignment where it doesn't naturally exist. But most of the time, that doesn't seem to work. Because alignment is not something that you can convince into existence. It's something that reveals itself. It reveals itself when two people are actually walking the same path, and alignment can surprise you. It doesn't always come from the people you assume it will. And so I started asking myself, how much of my life is built on circumstance and how much of it is actually what I chose? Because the moment you start to choose things more deliberately, you also have to accept the uncomfortable truths that come with it. There's going to be less noise, there's going to be fewer people, right? A lot more silence, a lot more doubt. And for a while, I think all of those things can feel quite isolating. But all of that might also be signs that your life is finally starting to align. Not necessarily with what's around you, but with where you're going and where you're actually supposed to be.